and busy. You know what? I need a new webcam. That's what I fucking need, a new webcam. I need a new webcam. It's fuzzy. Hey, I need a new webcam. It's fuzzy. Hello. So I got a question. Is for okay, I'll check them. I'm on Ryan Lee TM on YouTube, by the way, FYI. Is anybody having a problem on TikTok of your videos not posting? Thank you. I appreciate you. Um, I slept with my hair like this, so don't ask me how it's still in a bun. But is anybody having a problem where TikTok is not posting their videos? Because I just posted 2 videos and it just decided to post one of them a half an hour later. The other one's still sitting, not being posted. And on my other page, neither one of them are being posted. So I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on because they're not posting and it's very agitating because I want them to post and they're not. And I'm mad. Because I got stuff to say and I can't say it. They're having that problem. Okay, cool. Because I apparently the one time, thank you, I appreciate you. The
Level.
cool. So the one time that I want shit to actually post because I actually have something to say, it's not posting. So yay. Super awesome. I totally appreciate you, TikTok, for not doing that. Um, so apparently what I'm gonna talk about today is I'm on Ryan Lee TM on YouTube in case this gets banned. So, okay. So everybody, all my followers told me I needed to go watch the Gypsy show. And I said, I'm not doing that. And they said, no, you need to, because this is about where you got involved. And I'm like, all right, cool. So, somebody sent me the link and I just watched it. And, yeah, so I was being hosed from pretty much go. From pretty much go. I was already being spun this fucking narrative that I was supposed to push out that I didn't push out. So that's awesome. I just realized that because I was watching episode 5 and I was like, okay, cool. Well, I was fed half a story. I wasn't fed the whole story. I was fed half the story so that I would go run my mouth, and I didn't. And so that did not go as well as planned. Um, but definitely seen some things. There's a group of us that watch it on live. If you don't want to give them the money, um, I somebody sent me a link. I probably just put $1.50 in her pocket, but whatever. It is what it is. I wanted to see because people were telling me that I should go watch it because that's about where I got involved. And ding, 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 they were right. Um, and so I just did a video on what I found to be very annoying. And it just now posted on Socratic. It's not posting on Ryan Lee. And so hopefully by the time this live is over with, my videos will have posted because they're not posting right now. So shut up. So yeah, so there's that. I just took time out of my day to go watch this because they're like, you need to go watch it. And I'm like, I don't need to watch it. They're like, you need to watch it. So I did. And I used to love to play Phase 10 dice. They pretty much only have the card game out now. The story, yeah, the story where I was fed something. It was thank you. I slept with my hair like this, so I don't know. This is what it looks like after you sleep on it, apparently. Um, but I do always tell you to shut up, so shut up. But yeah, so TikTok is not posting my videos, and apparently that is happening on numerous people's TikToks. So I guess hopefully my shit gets pushed out. One of the videos just posted. The other one, I'm waiting for it to post, and then they're not posting at all on my other one. So we'll see if they ever post. But so yeah, so there was already a discrepancy of what I was told and what was going on. So basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be watching these episodes, and if I see a fucking discrepancy, I'm going to say something. I don't foresee there being a whole lot of other stuff that is wrong, but I did want to let you guys know about the one that I seen. Same, go this one. Nice. Um, so it's on my new video that just posted on Socratic. So definitely watch that. I have a funny little story. Actually tells the tea that I was going to spill the other day. I actually kind of got, thank you. I actually kind of got the go ahead to tell the story because apparently it's very, I'm going to say it's a very he said, she said situation. So basically, I heard from one person and then I asked the other person. And essentially, I guess they both agree on one portion, but they don't agree on the other portion. So I don't know what that does for me necessarily, in the fact of does it show more lying, or is the person that it happened to lying and to save their ass? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I wasn't there. None of us were there, but I got told a very bizarre story and I sat on it for months. And so it's your life mission to annoy me. What you win, Petty. You win. She's okay right now. So anyway, um yeah, so there is a story. Apparently, if I tell the story, I think I guess I'm supposed to make a video because the person wants to duet it. So I'm debating on if I want to do it on a video as opposed to a live. The person wants to duet it. So I'm not sure what shitstorm that's going to start. So I'm kind of sitting on that for a hot second. But she says when I post it to send it to her so she can duet it. So, but yeah, so I hope that you guys can go watch my fucking video because it's agitating when you have something to say and your shit doesn't post. I am going to be putting them on YouTube, however, because since TikTok wants to be an asshole, I'll just put them on YouTube as well. So, um, yeah, so I'm going to be going live. I'm actually charging up my phone. You've seen the tea video. Okay, there is 2 tea videos. There's 2 tea videos. I'm actually for the 4th of July. It's actually happening tonight in town. So I'm actually going to be going live here at 7:30 on my phone on YouTube. I go live whenever I go to the fireworks, but I'm going to be going live on YouTube this year. So it'll be on Ryan Lee Tam on YouTube, and I'm going to take you guys to a fireworks festival on YouTube. So my phone is charging. It's charging right now while I'm on TikTok. Other years I went live on TikTok because I didn't have YouTube. So I'm going to be going live on YouTube this year. So we're just gonna be hanging out, chilling, talking, whatever, and then the actual fireworks themselves. So what time is it here? It is you only see one T video by episode 5. Yeah, there's 2. TikTok is eating one of them. And on Ryan Lee TM, they're not even showing up because I put them on both because they weren't showing up on one. So I put them on both. And so there's 2 T videos, same videos on both my accounts, and only one is showing up out of 4. It is 6:28 right now. I'm leaving my house in an hour and about an hour. And so I have to get off here in 45 minutes because I have to feed Yoda her special signaler meal. And then I'm gonna go down there and start a live. I'll be on live about 8 o'clock on YouTube, Brian Lee Tam on YouTube. And we're gonna be chilling till probably about 10 o'clock. So for anybody who wants to come chill on a mobile live until about 10 o'clock, there's the fireworks are supposed to start about 9:45, 10 o'clock ish. So it's usually a pretty good show. So it's pretty fun to go to. Usually we have friends with us. Every year we went, we've had friends. And this time we don't have friends. Our friends were supposed to go with us, and I think they went to go get a motorcycle because I haven't heard anything. They said that they might go get a motorcycle, and she hasn't got a hold of me. So I'm going to pretend that they went and did that. So Yoda gets a special meal. Where's your special meal? You're not my dog. Go eat. No, so I don't think Sissy be scared, but no, I don't take a fireworks. They scare dogs. So we're just gonna go and do our thing. And I already told him I'm going live, so he's good with that, I guess. Sometimes we find people to talk to there, sometimes we don't. So we're gonna do that. And so I came on here to do a little bit of a live before I go live there because I'm charging up my phone and whatnot. I wanted to get on TikTok and see if other people were having problems posting videos because my video is being eaten, which is frustrating. Gypsy's live. Nice. Perfect. Yeah, my videos are about episode 5, so hope no trolls coming in mobile. They will. For some reason mobile pushes it out and I get trolls. So um that will happen, but I will, get rid of the trolls. Um but yeah, so I'm going to rename this live when I get off of here because I planned on talking about stuff I'm probably not talking about quite yet. Um Dude, I didn't get to go today. I told you I'm probably going Friday. I didn't I didn't get up. And then when I got up, I forgot. I'm going Friday. They're going to be closed tomorrow. So I'm going Friday. I promise you I'm getting that P.O. box up for whatever the hell it is you want to send. Um, so anyways, um, I got messaged by a few different people saying that I was being talked about. So I went to the source and they said they weren't talking about me. So I don't know. I forgot I'm on TikTok. Um, so yeah. I hope everybody's having a good pseudo holiday. It's not quite the holiday yet till tomorrow. So um, she's gonna post herself. She's gonna come see me via PO box. Hey, how are you? I'm on Ryan Lee TM on YouTube as usual. And I'm gonna be on there later today doing a fireworks festivities. So I came on here and I'm still trying to figure out how I would do a video for this weird tea story that I was told. I don't know really how I would want to do that on a video if I want to do that on a video. I don't know. It's weird. But anyways, everybody else cool. I could shit myself and she could not starve me and then yell surprise. What the fuck? Got some issues there. Um but yeah, so I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. I did and now I don't. And so I just kind of came on to see what everybody was doing. I'm taking a break from my game for a hot minute. We've been playing my game a lot because it just dropped. So he's playing and I'm not, and I'm hungry. So I feel all of this Gypsy is just PR all the way around, probably. Probably. Um, I'm actually really, really hungry. Oh shit. I just realized we're not gonna be able to make dinner till like 11 o'clock. That's not good. I don't think he realized that. We were gonna make dinner at like we're not gonna be able to make it till we get home. He didn't even hear that. He's got headphones on. I was watching Baby Reindeer and I seen Ryan live and I was like, girl, bye, and came here. Thanks. You're eating pizza? Yeah, I'm hungry. And I planned on making dinner here in like 2 hours. And I'm not because I'm not going to be home. I don't have any 5-layer dip. I wish I did. I wish I did. Luckily, where I'm going, it's gonna be pretty close. I can probably just grab like a burger or something. Until I get home. It says I just posted something nice. So I posted it 45 minutes ago, and it's just now posting. Perfect. Hello, how are you? You just watched my one video. Perfect. The second video I think just posted. So there should be two videos, and they should both be posting to my Ryan Lee. But I don't know. TikTok's doing its weird thing, and it's not posting everything. So um, we'll see how that goes. Regardless, I'm gonna put them on. Regardless, I'm gonna put them on YouTube. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Everybody's saying my hair looks so good. Thank you. I slept with it like this. I sleep with my hair in a like this. Don't ask me why, but I do a lot. Usually I'm just too lazy to take it down. Um, I can't imagine the postage for that. It's per weight. That could get pretty bad. I tried to ship a 30-pound box once, and it was like $60 for like a 30-pound box. Um, but I hope if everybody is doing festivities that they are careful. If you guys remember, like 2 years ago, I almost blew myself up and died in a fireworks mishap. I don't know. A lot of you guys weren't here for that. Let me just tell you a PSA about fireworks. When you are doing fireworks in your yard and you go to do cleanup, make sure not to have a fire going and think that all the fireworks are empty. I set off the fireworks. The fireworks were done. I picked up the fireworks. I threw the cartridges in the trash, and there was still a live mortar in it. It blew apart my fire ring, and it blew in between me and another person. And the person had hearing loss for over a year. And it, like, I mean, it blew, like, if I would have been here instead of here, it would have hit me. And it probably would have, like, I would have been in the hospital for damn sure. And not to mention, it blew apart my metal fire ring. And I'm damn lucky that it didn't blow it apart and blow it to pieces. Because if that would have been shrapnel, like, somebody easily could have died. For real. And I'm not like exaggerating. It was pretty bad. And my friend had hearing loss for like a year because the mortar flew right by her ear. So yeah. When you are picking up your cartridges, put them in water, put them in the trash. What you don't do is put them into a fire. And you go, well, yeah, that's an obvious thing. That's stupid. Yes, and I know that now. We set them off. They went off. I figured they were fine. They were not fine, and I almost had a very large hospital bill. My hair's always been looking good. I appreciate you. So, yeah, you remember that? Me too. So, yeah, so be careful with your explosives. They explode. Um, didn't know that apparently. So, anyway, let's see. Anything else? I probably have to bring both well, you know what I'll do? I'll bring my water bottle, and then I got this to go with me. I should probably try to put it, if I put it anywhere, I'm gonna forget it. So I guess I'm just gonna have to bring it like this because I will forget it. I look like I've been losing weight. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I don't know what's going on, but I know that I have been drinking a shit ton of water lately, and I feel like it's taking a little bit of bloat off of me. My stomach is down a little bit. Um, I don't think I'm necessarily losing weight, but I feel like I'm losing shape. Does that make sense? Like I'm losing shape. My stomach is a little bit flatter, so what, Petty? It's gonna be what huge reveal? What word is that supposed to be? Um, so yeah, I've been drinking like a lot. Like, well, in general, I was really bad on fluids. I wasn't even drinking like what I was drinking was pop, and even then, I wasn't drinking very much of anything. And I've been going through my circle pods pretty well actually. So I've been drinking a lot more water, a lot more fluid in general, and so I feel like I'm losing a little bit of bloat. I'm still, a chunker, but that's okay. I'm not super upset by that, as I've talked to you guys about before. Doesn't really upset me. So, I'm in my hydrated era. Thank God, because I think I was extremely dehydrated.
Babe, real quick.
Yeah.
That's the samurai sword from this dungeon.
Okay. And
There's the sheath.
okay. Well, it's not pretty or anything.
I thought it's pretty cool. It's all bone and shit.
Oh, I can't really tell that from over here, but
Yeah, when you draw it, the blade is bone and it's got spikes all over the hilt.
oh, okay.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, if you're gonna do circle, go to the website. It's a lot cheaper, and it's the only place you can get this bottle. It's ugly, I know. Don't worry about the fact it's ugly, but it's a squeeze bottle, and it fits in your car. And I got this thinking it went up to here to cover this up. It does not, as you can see. It doesn't keep stuff super cold. My stainless steel one does, but I go through this one really quick, so it doesn't matter. When you first put ice in it, it'll keep it cold, but it won't keep it cold long.
Yeah.
They want to know how you're doing today, babe.
Tired and lazy.
Guess what? We were talking about making dinner. We're gonna have to make dinner when we get back.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that. We're not gonna
That's what I figured.
Yeah, we're not gonna get back till hella late. So I
So I
think.
told you to have a breakfast.
Well, I did, and that did not work. So when we get down there, I'm gonna pop into Burger King for a hot second and just grab a burger or something. Okay.
Yep.
Because I'm already starving and I'm on a live and I don't want to have to get off of here just to like make a peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, poor baby's hungry.
Yes, poor baby's hungry. I know. I look like I could
Nobody
afford.
puts baby in the corner without a snack.
I know I look like I could afford to not eat a few times, but they do have a lot more flavors online. A lot more flavors online.
So keep talking about flavors. That's gonna make you not hungry.
But yeah, so don't put baby in a corner without a snack. She gets cranky and needs her binky. So
we need that as a sticker now. A fat baby with a Snickers bar. You're not quite yourself until you've had a Snickers.
I think Snickers already has that. But my sticker, my sticker will be me with my Bam Bam hair and my sippy bottle.
Well, the way you had your hair when you picked me up last night.
Yeah, it was this.
Total Ray Skywalker.
It was this. I slept in this.
No,
this is what
you
I
had
had.
2 ponytails.
Oh, I had the 2.
And that was total Ray.
Yeah. What I normally do and what I will do before I leave here
Did I not tell you to get that?
is I take this portion down here and I put it in another ponytail underneath that ponytail.
Down.
So I have 2 ponytails going on.
Down.
This is just
Good
one
girl.
ponytail right now, but
Good girl.
I like the feel.
Where'd you go? Good girl.
I like the feel of my hair being pulled
Down. Bullshit you do.
in a ponytail. So I'm gonna put it up in the other
Bullshit you
ponytail.
do. The only thing you like is a good smacking on the rear.
Anyway, so I'm gonna fix my hair and put the second ponytail in.
You hit that palm and let her fly.
So anyway, I don't know. It's an anxiety thing. That's why I pull on my hair so much. But yeah, I take out the second ponytail to sleep. I usually have 2 of them in, one up top, one on bottom. And I take down the bottom one to sleep. Otherwise, it's like a big old knot in my head when I sleep. But this one can stay in. I slept in this one, and it actually looks pretty cute. So, hey, why not? Not Mr. Ryan outing me. Yeah, that's his job. That's the bad dog. That's the bad dog. Right, Sydney? You're the bad dog?
Actually, she's starting to understand to get off laps when we were sitting.
Well, good. Riley ain't.
Yeah, she is.
No, she ain't.
Jump up on me no more.
Oh, here we go. Watch.
Not when you invite her.
Come here.
Invite her.
Come here. All right. Now, okay. So, okay. First of all, I didn't invite you. I have 2.
Riley.
Oh my God, Dad. I'm so sorry. I'm leaving. All right, now Sydney, get down. Get down.
No, you got. See.
Hi, Kira. My big floofer dog. It's my floofer.
Starting to learn, not that she actually knows.
So Sydney does this thing, not that we beat her, just so you guys know. If you go like that at her face,
She likes the box.
she goes like, no, she goes like this.
That's because I flick her in the nose.
She goes,
that right, Sydney?
And she shows her teeth, and she looks like she's growling. She goes at you. It's actually really cute. I'd get it on video, but when is the Ren Fair again? We're going either Saturday or Sunday, depending on what's going on. Yeah, it looks like she's smiling. Hi, Kira. I'm trying to show you guys how big she is if I can get her. Hey, move. Hey, big lug. Come here. Come here. Okay, get up. Get up. Hey, okay. Turn. Hey, turn your butt. Okay, come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, so this dinosaur fuck. She's a biggin. She's a big dog. She's as tall, just about as tall as me when I stand up. Aren't you? She is a biggin. Oh, that is my mouth. Nikki Pepper. So yeah, she's a big dog. It's not the fact she eats good. She's a big breed. She is a great Pyrenees.
She's a very big breed.
She's a great Pyrenees. And she just turned 2 like last week. It's her birthday. It's her birthday. You know what your birthday? No, I don't know nothing. I'm a dog. But she just turned 2. Sometime in the past week, 2 weeks, something like that. Yeah, she's a big one. Hey, Pepper!
So help me God, Pepper.
Pepper's been having like this thing where she wants to chew on everybody's head. And she starts fights. So but God, Kira, you smell like a dog. Sissy's about the size of her head. So yeah, no, if I stand up, she's like this tall. Like she's ridiculous. Thanks, I appreciate you. I can't find my clothes. Somehow I ended up in this shirt, looking for a different shirt. I was a little out of it this morning and grabbed the first thing I could find. So
leave mates.
This is what I got.
Why can't you leave mates at this one?
So hello. The only one that's bigger than me is Kira.
Nikki's damn close.
Nikki is getting close. Yeah, Nikki's about the same. She's just a little bit under Kira in size. She's only half Great Pyrenees. So but not half, she's like a third. So the weather's holding up for the Ren Fair. As of right now, we are going either Saturday or Sunday, unless some act of God happens, which is a possibility at this point. I get, hi, Sydney. Hey, you know what? No, I did not. I nowhere in there did I say come here. No.
Oi!
Pepper!
You're gonna end up dying by one of these other dogs, dog.
Why are they like this? I don't know why she's just started doing this shit. Sydney. Oh, you're Pepper. You listen, you're gonna get in trouble.
Yes,
you are gonna get in trouble.
Sydney's just as bad as Pepper.
You're gonna get in trouble. You understand? You're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna get put in time out because you're being bad. Why are you picking on the big dogs? Big dogs will eat you for dinner. You understand? Big dogs, dinner, Pepper, main course. Got it?
I don't think she does. Maybe
I don't think she does either.
Oh, I'm at 805.
I've never been to one.
1,000.
Oh, nice. I've never been to a Renaissance festival. We've been trying to go for 25 years, which is why it's kind of important that we go. It's in Kentucky. Yoda, stop, baby. She's shaking the table. So why? Nothing showed up. I'm on my phone's on TikTok though. Little dogs always do have a big attitude. That's the problem. My little dogs run the store, run the story, run the show, and my big dogs are just living in their world essentially. Oh, I have bad news. I have bad news. I have sad bad news. If you guys have been following me for a long time, and it'd have to be a long time. If you guys have been following me for a long time, you guys know that my mother-in-law had this cute little pocket chihuahua. She was 3 pounds, and her tongue went. You guys remember her? I appreciate you. I haven't looked yet. Do you guys remember the cute little white little pocket dog, and her little tongue couldn't stay in her face? Remember her? She they always told her she wasn't going to live long, and she has seizures, and she I think she was about 7, and she started acting weird yesterday morning, and they went to lay her down, and she started turning purple at the vet, and they were giving her oxygen, and they checked her, and her lungs were full of fluid, and she had to be put down out of nowhere. Like, she took her to the vet just to have her checked out because she was acting a little bit weirder than usual. She'd been having a lot of seizures, and she took her to the vet, and the vet said that she had a lot of fluid on her lungs. And my mother-in-law texted me at noon yesterday and said that she had to be put down. And I'm upset because I really loved that dog, and I didn't even get to say goodbye. So I was upset, and then I didn't even get the text message. My texts don't have like a notification on them for whatever reason. I can't get it to actually notify me. And so my husband gets in the car. He's like, "So, did you hear about Jasmine?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Mom sent us a text." And I was like, "I didn't get it." Well, I looked and I got it. And she's upset. She's now, as long as I've known her, 25 years, she's always had a dog. No, the dog was just, she's little. She's little. She's always had issues. They told her when she got her 3, 4 years ago, she probably wouldn't live very long. She was literally just 3 pounds. She had no teeth. Her tongue hung out. She had seizures. She was just a mess of a dog. And so for her to have made it as far as she did was kind of like unexpected. But it sucks. And so she passed yesterday morning, and I haven't known my mother-in-law to not have a dog. And she's like, "I can't even, think about getting another dog, right this second." And I was like, "Yeah, but I don't want you to be lonely." I mean, she's down there, we're the closest kids to her. My all my in-laws live in Michigan, and then we live in Kentucky, and then she lives in Tennessee. And I feel bad because as long as I've known her, she's had a dog. And so I just told her that, I hope that she considers maybe going to a shelter and getting another dog because I don't want her to be lonely. I know what it's like to, and so I felt really bad. And we had even discussed seeing if, because one of, you guys have heard Little Man, he's pissy with the other dogs. And we had talked about, because, she likes Little Man. And so we had talked about maybe, but, yeah, so, but, I feel bad for her. And, that was, she had 2. Well, she had 3 at one point. She had to rehome one of them. He was an issue, but she had 2 dogs. She had one for a very, very, very long time. And she literally came home. The dog was 14 something, and she had come home and it had passed. And that was a year or 2 ago. And then she didn't even realize that, she just took her to the vet for a checkup, and the lungs were full of fluid, and she kind of had to make the decision right then and there. And I feel bad for her. But yeah, that was my view, Tills. Like, he's so pissy that it'd be good for him to be in a house by himself. You know, it's not like she doesn't know him, but you know, we didn't. It was a thought we had, thought of, because I just don't want her to be by herself. She's already down there by herself, so I feel bad. Um, but it's that's kind of where we're at. I'm gonna have to in about 15 minutes. She's shaking the shit out of the table. Yodi, Yodi, Yoda, Yoda Brennan, Yoda, stop it, stop. As far as that goes, I am pretty sure. I don't think Yoda's gonna make it the month. I don't. Um, she is not staying at an acceptable weight in any way, shape, or form. I'm feeding this dog everything under the fucking sun, and it's just not. If she makes it this month, I would be shocked. She's gonna make it. She's gonna make it, Petty. She's gonna make it. Don't worry about yours. Yours is gonna make it. Yours is good. Yours is fine. I told you. Yours is fine.
I'm folding down the back seats and I'm throwing the rockers in the for the fireworks.
Ooh, nice.
So in the rockers.
That's a cool idea. Do you want to? We'll stop at the dollar store on the way down, the big dollar store. We'll stop there, and I'm gonna get one of those 6-packs of water so that we can keep refilling our bottles.
This will last me
3 hours? No, it won't.
3 hours for fireworks.
We're going down there at 7:30. They don't get done until 10, and then we got to sit in the fucking parking lot.
We're leaving by about 7:30.
Right.
What time do they start? What time do they start?
Like 9:30, 9:45.
We're not leaving until 8:30.
We always go down there. We got to get a spot.
I'm not going to sit around there for an hour and a half in the heat.
Well,
waiting for them to start.
Okay, we won't leave at 7:30.
We'll leave an hour early because it takes 20 minutes to get there.
I know, but we also got to get a good spot.
We'll get a good spot.
We
always do.
We'll leave about 8:30.
That parking lot is always
all right. We'll leave at 8:30 then. All right.
And we'll be able to put our rocking chairs out and watch the show.
Bye.
You can tell we're old because we're taking rocking chairs.
I'm just going off the time we always used to go.
You must pull up your phone and make sure that they start at 9:30.
It's about 9:45. I looked it up earlier.
I got an hour and a half then.
All right. Regardless, I got to get off here and give her food here shortly. So we're going to go to the fireworks. But it's pretty warm out, so I can understand why he doesn't do well in heat. So, and then when I get down there, I'm gonna go live on YouTube. I'll be on Ryan Lee TM YouTube.
Yeah, I don't do well in heat.
So we'll do that. I don't know if my videos ever posted. I don't know if my videos ever fucking posted on TikTok. I'll have to look. But I figure do you want to make dinner before we leave? Then we would have time.
No, I ain't making shit.
All right, well I'll get some food when we get down there then. Because I said I'll grab like a burger or something when I'm down there. Then,
on the way there, I can swing you through Burger King or something. Hardee's has the $2 double cheese.
I hate double cheese.
$2.99.
I hate those. You know this, so that's not helping me. I don't eat double cheeseburgers. I don't like them. Why is her live literally right below mine? Your FYP is a shit show. I don't know. It's 11 a.m. in New Zealand. Nice.
Well, good morning, then.
Well, good morning and have fun. I am like so ridiculously hungry.
Welcome to the Ryan Shit Show.
Right. I'm about to go get me a fucking burger right now. Because I am like starving. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to. She was before Ryan on mine. I was in there for a minute but left. In Vegas, it's 111. Jesus Christ.
Well, fuck Vegas. All I do is
She's right
take
below
money.
me on yours too. Nice. No, we didn't have anybody come on the 4th this year. It's just us.
Well, it's a good thing too because our expansion came out this year. Not saying that I don't want them here because trust me, it broke my heart when I found out they weren't. But our expansion came out this year, so we've been busting butt on that all week. And I've worked quite a bit this week.
Yeah. So.
Which isn't normal.
Yeah. So, yeah. I know this live has not been super productive. I'm sorry.
It's a bullshit live.
Yeah, it's just a bullshit live.
Gotta make them donuts.
Yeah. You just watched my video. Is there still only one showing? I put up 2 like an hour or something ago. That is so frustrating. I put up 2 over an hour ago. And it's just not showing up. And it's frustrating. I'm going to put them up on YouTube regardless. So. You only see 1? Are you fucking kidding me? In Northern Kentucky, it was 100 with heat index today. I have no idea. I've only been outside a little bit. When I went out there, it wasn't that bad, but I also was only out there for a little bit.
I opened the door and it was like Satan farted in my face.
I went out there 2 or 3 times just to lay it out, and it wasn't bad, but I wasn't out there for an extenuated period of time. So, also, I take heat better than he does because I'm always pretty cold. So, in Alabama, it's 109 with heat index. Yeah, I don't know what our heat index is. There's still only 1. That is insane.
Like I said, I don't do heat.
That is so frustrating. We're supposed to be going to the Renaissance Fair. I don't know how the fuck we're going to do it. I wish.
Just fine.
Okay.
It's not like I'm going to be doing workout in it.
So, and I'm sure there's places.
Make me push you around in a wheelchair and we'll be fine.
I'm sure there's places that have places you can go in and cool down, probably. I don't know. So there's still only 1 video up. Yeah, I put 2 up.
A lot of those places are under tree canopies, so
yeah, that's true too.
Shade and... That's
true too. That is frustrating. I'm gonna put them up on YouTube, so you can go see them on YouTube. When I get off here, I'm gonna put them on YouTube. Fuck it. I was gonna put them on anyways. I'll just put them on quicker. So, and I'm just gonna every time there's an episode, I'm just gonna watch it to make sure and see how much I was lied to. Because I was lied to real damn good in episode 5. Fun times. Very frustrating. Super frustrating. So, is there any dogs outside?
Yeah, all of them.
Oh, they went outside?
Yeah, you just let them out.
Oh, okay. I could hear barking out there.
Yeah. Neighbors out and about doing their thing. And
well, that's fine.
Josh
I just
was mowing the lawn earlier.
Yeah.
On his rider and out by the street.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, what it boils down to always in the end is they were trying to get me to paint a perspective of him, and it's very frustrating to narrate me into saying what you want when you didn't tell me the whole story. Because I can tell you right now, if I would have been told the whole story, it would have been so much different. So much different. But I only got told this much, not this much. I got told the after effect, not the what fucking caused it. Because if they would have told me what fucking caused it, that would have been a lot damn different. But no, they just wanted to tell me, oh yeah, he lost his shit, which I'm sorry, but unless, and I'm not saying it didn't escalate.
What you were thinking before with Ken?
No, it's not. Not there, no. Basically, what happened was this. So, I got on the phone. Now, she messaged me February 28th and said, by the way, if anybody asks, Gypsy's not pregnant. There was a rumor going around she'd been seen in urgent care, etc. And so I put out on the live, that she wasn't pregnant, whatever. And then she had also told me that there was this big, huge blow up, that Ryan was out of control, and Gypsy had a video, and she was saying, you're just like my mother, blah, blah, blah. And he blew up really bad, and she ended up in a bathroom. Now, that story also made it to People magazine for the reason that she left. So this bathroom incident has happened officially twice, and they've only put it out as once. I got told in the beginning of March that this happened, and he put her in a bathroom in the beginning of March, and that this fight was so bad, and she was scared, and she hid in the bathroom. And I said, bitches love bathrooms. Y'all remember that. And but they didn't tell me why they were fighting. They just told me that he lost his shit, which, by the way, I watched the episode. And if that's losing your shit, he was not losing his shit. Now, could it have escalated after the camera shut off? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not saying maybe it didn't. But I can also tell you that he was completely 100% justifying. He did that. It was justified why he was angry, and they didn't want to tell me that portion. They just wanted to tell me he was an asshole who went so Super Saiyan. Is that right? Super Saiyan?
Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan. He went so Super Saiyan that she was terrified and had to lock herself in a bathroom. And that is not... If what we've seen in episode 5 was that, because that is when that happened. But then there was another episode, the one that ended up in People magazine, I guess, where he put her in a bathroom, which you guys will see that later, because this time the bathroom didn't get mentioned, unless it gets mentioned in episode 6, which I doubt it, because they seemed like they were already moving on. And that fight didn't even seem that bad. The fight that they had that we just saw in episode 5 didn't even look that bad. That's not how it was said to me at all. Because I was told about that at the beginning of fucking March. And I'd have to go back in my exact text messages to find out. It was either March 1st or March 2nd. I got told that she wasn't pregnant like March or February 23rd, according to the text message. But essentially the reason he got pissed was she was telling her sister about their sex life. Okay, whatever, telling family, not a big deal. She did it in front of the camera. So we all heard about it. And then she decided without talking to him that she was going to go get a plan B, and then call him on the phone while they were being on the camera. Didn't really have a discussion and was like, yeah, I'm going to go get plan B. And he's like on the phone and he can't really say nothing because he knows he's being recorded. So he was just like, okay, you do what you have to do or whatever. And then later on, after the cameras were gone, they start having this discussion and she starts recording with her phone. And apparently that was the video that they had of him going nuts. But it didn't, I mean, if that is, if that's the version, like if you guys were to see a fight between me and my husband, y'all would call the police. Like that was so tame. Like he was like, I'm upset with you. I am mad at you. Like my husband will scream all sorts of obscenities at me. Like if you saw one of our fights, you'd call the police if you want to compare it to that.
Start with I'm mad at you.
No. It starts with
you're fucking cunt and I'm about to beat your ass.
Pretty much. I guess maybe I'm a little jaded on what's considered a bad argument. Because that's how my fights start. Okay. My fights start off with him screaming at the top of his lungs.
I do not raise my hand.
No, he just threatens to do it.
I'm just verbal about it.
We'll be in the middle of an argument. He's like, I'm gonna punch your face in, but he doesn't do it.
I know. I said I'm gonna slap you.
I'm gonna punch you in your face. It's been said quite a few times. Slap you. He says slap.
You in the face.
I'm a slap. He says slap. Anyway, he doesn't do it. He just says he's gonna do it. But if that is her version,
because that's what I want to do in my head.
If that is her version of him being so irate and so out of control, she is delulu about reality. that is Delulu. Like, he didn't even raise his voice. He was like, yes, I'm angry with you. I am mad at you. Like, you should not have done that. The cameras are rolling. Like, you didn't like look, if he was mad she talked to the sister, that is a little controlling because like you're allowed to talk to people. But to do it on a camera where millions of people are watching and
You
you're
can get mad
talking
about them talking to someone else about your sex life.
well, right, but
regardless of who it is.
right, but I mean, like,
would I want you going to like Scott or someone about?
No, but my sister, like I would talk to my friends or whatever. That's what friends are
I
for.
use my
but,
brother as an instance because you don't talk to your siblings.
Right. But like it'd be one thing to talk to your best friend or whatever without a camera involved, But she was on she was on camera talking about how he can't get her to climax and they had unprotected sex and I'm like, girl, we're learning things we don't need to know. We don't need to know that. Like I knew that, like I got told that, but that is not something that I felt ever needed to be like discussed. That is wild. I don't know why I was told it or B why America was told it. Like I guess you forget that the cameras are there. I guess you forget the cameras are there.
You can't
Well, it was
ignore something.
No, it was a car camera. No, it was. They have the car cameras, so maybe you start thinking. I've said things on live without forgetting it was a live and thinking it was more of a video call. But the cameras in the car are small, but at the same time, like that was a lot of information, and like I don't feel like that should have made it into the show. I don't think that should have made it into the show.
I'm sorry, but also when you sign that waiver saying, "Yeah, I'll be in the show," you pretty much give your secrets out are going to be out there. That's a given.
She opened her. No, she did videotape when they got home. So that was her videotaping. Right.
That shit.
But the other thing was, she videotaped that argument. And she freely handed it over to Lifetime because she did that with her phone. There was no cameras rolling. The cameras had went home. There was no camera to be had. And she had filmed that with her own phone and handed it right on over to Lifetime. So it was really weird to me that they had Ken on in that episode. Now I'm sure that they probably interviewed him way after it was over. But to put it in that episode was fucking weird. I feel like they're trying to set us up more than what we should be. Yeah, I mean, that is okay. As a person, let me just say this. That is a step that narcissists do is they will start recording to try to make you look like a sack of shit. Now you go, but wait a minute, look what you did to your kid. No, I was covering my ass because she threatened to lie on cops. She threatened to lie on me to the cops. I was covering my ass. There's a difference. But he wasn't out of control. He wasn't nothing. And she's already got that camera out. And then she hands that over like it was some big deal. And that is the video that was supposedly sent to Christy that where he was so whatever. And maybe he was later. I don't know. But the so mad in a bathroom thing, I always was weird to me that it happened twice. Because I already had gotten told that story at the beginning of March. And then I got told that story again at the end of March. That there was a second time. So Ken was at the divorce lawyer's office. That's fucked up. Oh, I agree, Heather. And the other thing was, that whole and I did, I'm gonna make another video if TikTok will allow me to update it. But I will tell you right now that when he was going on about the family was okay with him and this and that and whatever, like they were trash talking him to me at the beginning of March. Trash talking. They never wanted him to get married. They tried to beg her for a prenup. It's the whole nine, that they could not stand him. They did not like him. They never wanted them to get married. And I feel bad because he's on this show talking about how it's not bad, it's not awful, it's just And it really was, and I don't even think he knew. And that sucks. That sucks. Because he's thinking that, he knows that like they're not like thrilled with them, but like it's not an issue. That's not how it was. I remember that whole phone call very fucking vividly. I know exactly where I was when that video happened. I remember the street I was driving down. I remember the parking lot I was sitting in. And it came back to me later because me and a person got in an argument over that phone call, which is why it's etched into my head of when it is. Because me and a person got in an argument on March 7th. And so I know what happened before March 7th. And actually, me and two people got in a conversation about that phone call. People got really mad I talked to her, that they were being ignored. But so I know it was literally, I'd have to go back in my phone log and actually look, but I was concerned because like when I like look at people's history, sometimes I accidentally call them, and that would have not went over very well at all. So I did not want to accidentally call. So I didn't want to try to look up I screenshotted it in my phone somewhere. After people tried saying that I was lying about this, lying about that, whatever, I did go back at one point and get the phone history. But it's hidden, fucking buried in my phone somewhere. So I'm good. How are you? Hey. So, but yeah, so it was frustrating because like that's how it was just oh my God, there's this video I got sent and you wouldn't believe what happened. And if you would have prefaced it with Gypsy pulled some shit and Ryan was really upset because she pulled some shit, maybe if I would have known the whole story and not just, I mean, the way the story got told to me, like he just went the fuck off for like no reason and was like rampaging and whatever, and she was scared for her life and locked herself in the bathroom. And then you go watch episode 5 and he's docile as can. If my husband argued with me like that, life would be peachy, life would be great, life would be wonderful. If my husband could argue with me the way he argues with her, and then she's like, if I feel controlled, I'm leaving. This girl, like her control thing is wild. And I don't think she understands, assuming the fact that she posted said pregnancy test. And so I guess we can definitely say it's been verified. I got told not told on the 15th. Does she not realize that children are the most controlling thing you can have? Like your child controls everything. I mean, she literally said she did not want a child because she did not want to, and I quote, donate her time. Your child controls everything you do from the minute it pops out. You're not donating. No, she said she did not want to donate her time to a child. You're not donating time. Like that blew my mind. I'm like, that's where we're going with kids now is you're donating time. That's not how any of this works. But I don't think she understands that children control you from the minute you get up to the minute you go to bed, regardless. It's when they want to eat, when they want to sleep, when they need their diaper changed, when they want to play, when they want attention. Like you're going to be controlled from the minute that thing shoots out your cooter. Okay. So if you're going to whine about control, children is not good for you. Children is not good for you, okay? I am a person like me. I don't want to be on somebody else's schedule. Children would not be good for me. I know this. I recognize this. And, that's, but if you're of that mindset of, I can't get my nose done. I mean, like she like literally her deciding factor of should I take plan B was, oh, I can't have my nose surgery. Let's go to the store. Like, child, you are inconvenient. I need to yeetus out the fetus of my uterus because I can't get nose surgery. your priorities are not there. Your priorities are not
that's
there.
why we have that whole shit going on now with Roe v. Wade, because people like that can't have my nose done, so I'm going to have an abortion. That's exactly what.
When you're using it for birth control, it's not okay.
Yeah, it's.
I am as pro-choice as I can. I am pro-choice.
Too, but you can see why.
But
when you hear about stories like that.
But I do not believe in using it as a means of birth control. You don't get to do the deed, sow the seed, and then be like, no, I'm done. You need to be proactive in, there's a difference where, you've taken all the precautions, you've done what you need to do, and it still happens. Yeah, then you get a say, but you don't get to do all of that
when it's a medical issue.
Do it. And then decide. If you're gonna play with fire, you can't bitch when you're burned.
But it should be a choice.
Yeah, you should get to choose, but you should not get to choose it as a means of birth control.
Don't get me wrong, I'm pro-choice, but that's where these people who are fighting Roe v. Wade and wanting to do all this shit, that's where they're saying the information. That's the shit they're spouting, and it's making it look like everybody's that way.
Like, for instance, I have a friend who has used it as a means of birth control 3 times. Not okay. Not okay. Like, look, I believe in choice, but my point is at least attempt to not have it happen first, not do the deed and think later. Like, I am pro-choice as can be, but you don't do it after the fact. You know what I mean? But, yeah, the whole thing where she was like, oh, I can't have no surgery. Let's go get the Plan B pill. That's scary. That's scary. So now on, the kid's 4, the kid needs to go somewhere, and she's like, oh, it's not good for me. Sorry, can't. That's not how it works. You are on a kid's schedule for 18 fucking years. Well, I mean, I think, a lot of it is she acts like an immature kid because, she is. And, according to her, she never got a childhood, which is bullshit because she was doing Disney trips till she was 19, 20. So don't act like she never got a fucking child. She had a better, well, I'm not going to say she had a better childhood than me, but she had a funner childhood than me. She went to Disney World a million times. She went on all these trips. She got to go to all these places. You don't get to say you didn't have a childhood, dude. You did. You did. Yeah, okay, so Kiwi, she left the dog behind because the dog was bonded more to him, was the story I was told. Now, when this comes out in another episode, and it is not the same thing, you guys are going to get another fucking video from me, the story that I was told, because the first thing I asked was, when you picked her up, where's the dog? That's where my mind goes. Where's the dog? I said, where's the dog? What happened to the dog? She left him there because the dog is more attached to Ryan, was the chivalrous story I heard of she did the right thing and she wanted him to have something. She left and she wanted him to not be alone. Now, let's see how the episode plays out where she leaves and see exactly what the fuck happened, because you'll be hearing another one
about not wanting the dog.
So we'll see how that episode plays out, because I know what the fuck I got told there too. And then she wanted to give him shit when he was going to give her away. Well, you abandoned her, which you did first. The fuck? And then he ended up keeping her. So, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Because I'm going to tell you right now, that's what I got told, is she left the dog there because she was leaving. She didn't want him to be alone, and the dog was more attached to him. Well, Harley, here's what I got to say about that. When I got Yoda was supposed to be for me, but Yoda attached to my husband. That is a fact. You can't make a dog attached to you. So if that was the case and the dog really did attach to him, then she really did the right thing of leaving it. Now, do we know that is a fact? Fuck no.
That's like Little Man. Little Man, we got Little Man for her, and Little Man's bound to me.
Yeah. I got Leia and Pepper, and they bonded to me. But Yoda and Little Man were supposed to be, you know, I had gotten these dogs, and they both took to him and not me. Just because I got them, they ended up being more his because they would rather spend time with him. So, um, you know, there's you can't always decide who a dog's going to go to, but now if she just did it to walk away free and clear. I also was told that, well, we have other dogs at the house too, so it's not like she's missing out. Not really sure how that works. Just because I go to somebody else's house doesn't mean I'm not going to miss my dog, but whatever. I don't know. You know, we'll see how that plays out when that plays out. That's what I got told. But as you guys can see, I only got told half stories. Half stories. So puzzle piece. I had a puzzle piece. But we'll see. You know, this is the first episode. I don't think I could say I didn't watch episode 4 to know if there was anything in there that I could say anything about. But people were telling me I needed to watch episode 5 because I was definitely in the picture when episode 5 came out. And they were right. I was. And I was being told shit that was not the full story. I was being told half the story. And and of course, look who it made look bad, which is why I put out that video of, in the end, I'm going to end up owing him a fucking apology. So she said on a live that the dog liked Ryan better. Again, doesn't mean it's true. just saying. Doesn't, you know, we don't know. We don't know anything. We're only a fly on the wall while Lifetime allows us to be a fly on the wall. So we don't really know exactly how it is in real life because as any of us know, reality TV is not reality. And so there's things that go on that we never see. There's things that go on that are edited to look different. But if that fight was as bad as it was told to me, this would have been a great time to start amping that up. This would have been a great time because that video supposedly of him going fucking batshit would have been great for ratings. It would have been great to set the story of why she should leave. But it was conveniently not put into that episode. And I was waiting. I was like, well, she's got the phone out. She just made the comment about him being just like her mother. This is the fight. This is the fight that I was told about. And they never showed the fight. And they should have, because if that was part of the reason she left, then the viewers would understand a lot better had they shown that fight. They signed releases, you know, she could have done it. They could have done it. She gave the video to do it to begin with. You guys wouldn't even have known about it, but you did because she handed that video over to Lifetime. Did she give Ryan a disease? I don't fucking know. I never heard nothing about that. I only heard what I was supposed to leak. That's the facts. I only heard what would be beneficial to be leaked and told that I shouldn't say anything. There's a video. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. Of a story that I got told that is definitely he said, she said. And I'm just trying to figure out how to put this into a video. But if I ever do figure it out, you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck to put it out there. It's something else. This whole case has been fed a certain narrative from the beginning. We were fed a narrative that she was some poor abused kid, and she wasn't. She wasn't. She didn't have half the surgeries, and half the surgeries and all the surgeries she had, she needed. You know, one thing that was the one thing that I do got to give April credit for is the fact that she found, well, refound. I'm not going to give her credit because they talked about it in Mommy, Dead, and Dearest, but that she brought to light the importance of what they glossed over in the documentary. Because if we had known, if they had went into what it was and what it caused, we would have all went, oh, wait, Dee Dee's not a sack of shit. Dee Dee was doing what she was supposed to do. But we didn't have that record, and it was glossed over in that fucking documentary.
Well, Dee Dee wasn't a complete sack of shit.
No, she was definitely a con. Like, don't get me, you know, she was a poor girl who saw a way to benefit and get her kid the things that she wanted to get in a way she did not know how to get. Okay, she was a con. Okay, she was a con. Nobody's ever going to say Dee Dee wasn't a con. Dee Dee was a fucking con. Okay, she was a con. She found a way to milk the system. She found a way to use what was wrong with her in a way to gain her money. Okay, that's a fact. But what she didn't do was all the bullshit that was shoved down our throats. Because it was shoved down our throats to, you know, and if you go back and you watch all the stuff and you watch her interrogation and you watch her deposition, she's said on numerous occasions, oh, I didn't even know my mom was doing anything bad to me. Then why did you ice her, bitch? You didn't know she was doing anything bad to you, but you iced her? Why? Well, I didn't know I wasn't sick. Well, then you didn't know that these things weren't needed.
So much for that defense of she was abusing me.
Right. In the deposition in Nick's right. She has said numerous times in different things. Well, I didn't even know that I was then that why did you do it then? And in Nick's deposition, and I love this, and I've shown this on live numerous times. His deposition fucking kills me because they say to her, so you planned this years in advance. Why? And they wait. And she says, I didn't want to be controlled. And they wait. And they wait. And they wait. And the word abuse was never said. And people say, well, control's abuse. A parent telling you no is not controlling you. A parent telling you no, I went through this. This is why this case is what it is
Parents
to me.
Supposed to control their kids.
This is why this case is what it is to me.
When you're out at McDonald's and there's kids running around screaming and roughhousing and breaking shit, what's the first thing you say?
Stop!
No, what's the first thing an outsider says?
Control your kid!
Control your kid. Parents are supposed to control their kids.
This case hits so fucking close to home for me because of the shit that comes out of Gypsy's mouth. The same shit that I heard come out of my kid's mouth. The same thing that Gypsy did to her mother, my kid offered to do to me. You know, the parallels are insane.
Threatened
and
to do to you, not offered.
Well, threatened. Anyway.
That's not defamation. That's
sorry.
fact.
Threatened to do to me. You know, every time Gypsy gets put on the spot of why did you do this to your mother? I didn't want to be controlled. Okay, now I want you guys to hear this. Okay, so she didn't want her mom to control her, right? Okay, she got out of prison. They told her to go report to where she needed to report for parole. She said, I feel like I'm being controlled. Bitch, you're on parole. Yes, you are being controlled. Suck it up and fucking deal. Then she goes with Nick. She lasts 3 fucking days with that motherfucker after she mails his DNA. After she mails his DNA to make sure he'd be caught. And talking about how he controlled her. There's number 3. Now she's saying that Ryan controls her. I won't be controlled. The problem is the bitch has ODD. She don't like no. She don't like being told no. She don't like being told you can't have your way. And everything is control. And what does she do to people who control her? She gets rid of them. Okay. ODD is oppositional defiant disorder. It's when somebody tells you no and you lose your shit. My husband has ODD. Like, we go through these fights where if we both want our way and I get my way, he gets really mad because he's not getting his way. And so if you tell him no for anything, he gets really mad. Or said, we can't do that. He gets really mad. And kids with this, they don't understand no. Gypsy does not understand the word no. She never has. She never will.
Spoiled extreme.
It's like spoiled to the nth degree. And if you hear the things that comes out of Gypsy's mouth, if I'm being controlled, I'm going to leave. I'm being controlled. I'm being controlled. Somebody's saying to you, look, bitch, I don't like that you told my sex life on national television, is not controlling. It is somebody saying their feelings on a fact. She didn't bother to think about his feelings at all. At all. It was inconsiderate. It was rude. He was right to be angry. And the fight that ensued after, that was not shown on camera, was, I'm not going to say deserved, but it was fucking warranted. When she, like I said, me and my husband doesn't know all the ins and outs of the things that I've heard. He has heard the Fed narrative that she was, medically abused, that she was this, she was that. She had all these unnecessary surgeries. She had done all these horrible things. And that is not the case because of the medical issues she has that was glossed over in a documentary. They put it out there. So that it wasn't hidden, but they glossed over it and was like, oh, but she doesn't have it that bad. But she didn't have it that bad. But if you go and you look at this deletion, that yes, April did find again, and April has talked about it at length. When you go and look up this deletion and you see the crossed eyes, the need for a feeding tube, the failure to thrive, the voice, the palate, the muscle loss of possibly needing a fucking wheelchair. When you look at all these things and all the things that was done to her, they were done because her mother was a only parent, an only single parent who, like, I don't know if y'all, okay, does anybody in here, just showing hands here, does anybody have a situation I did where it was you and a parent? There was no siblings. There was no other parent. It was you and your mom. Just you and your mom. There's a dynamic that happens. And I know this for a fact. This is not just me. There's a dynamic that happens between a mother and a daughter when there is nobody else around that is not the same as other things. My husband comes from a very standard, normal family. A dad, a mom.
6-person family.
A dad, a mom, 3 siblings, picket fence, whole 9, okay? My husband comes from the American dream. Now,
Mom, dad, 4 kids.
Behind the scenes, dad was whatever, okay? It was not the American dream behind the scenes, but for you guys to know, it was American dream. The dynamic that me and my mom had is not the same. Unless you have lived in a mother-daughter only separated little box, you're never going to understand the dynamic of a mother-daughter only situation. Okay, and Dee Dee thinking her only child is sick went above and fucking beyond. Okay, above and fucking beyond. I will say that. But that happens with parents. Parents would only have one child and nobody else. They look at that child and they're like, oh my God, it's coughing, it's dead. Oh my God, it's got a sore throat. Holy shit, it's choking. Like, that is normal. Did she go above and beyond? Yes. Did the things that she had done needed to be done? Yes. Were her teeth yanked because she had milk rot? Now, there's a theory. Let's see if this floats. There's a theory. I'm going to throw this out there. Okay, I'm going to throw this out there. I do not. This is allegedly for entertainment purposes. This is a theory. Okay, so if you talk to April, who has the medical records, there's a portion before shit hit the fan where her blood levels were fucked up. Okay. Now, if you guys remember in the teaser, before the show even happened, there's a teaser that pissed people off, talking about the fact that she made the comment she lost her teeth to chemo. And we all went, the bitch didn't have chemo. Here's my question. What if she did? Ryan, where are you getting that from? I'm getting it from the fact. So take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. But you know April has the medical records. And there is a portion of those medical records where her labs are not right. Her labs are showing indicators of leukemia. Now, if you take that and the slip up in the teaser that she lost her teeth to chemo, what if, hear me out, she possibly had it? What if, when Dee Dee shaved her head, it was a preventive measure that a lot of people do before chemo? Now, I don't know about you, but I know people who have had cancer. And I will tell you that when the hair starts to fall out, the first thing they do is say, fuck you, I'm taking control of this. And they shave their own head. My husband does it with hair loss. Flobby. My husband does it right now with hair loss. His hair doesn't grow the way he wants. So he shaves it preemptively because he's like, fuck you. You ain't going to take my hair. I'm going to take my hair. So
No,
what if?
I don't like the way guys look with them.
So what if? Hear me out, allegedly. I'm sure this is going to be dissected later by Bulldog. Anyway, if, see, here we go. We already got it in here. I said, this is a alleged theory. Okay. An alleged theory. Okay. She may not have. She may not have. I'm going to stand on this. She may not have. However, if you are to believe somebody who has lost credibility, let's go with that. Let's go with somebody who has lost credibility. We all know April has lost credibility because of her theatrics. But believe it or not, she did refind. I'm not going to say she found it. She did refind the microdeletion. Correct? Correct. Okay. So in these records, she is saying that there's a portion of her labs that are off. And the portion of the labs that are off are indicators that this possibly could have happened. Okay. And it lines up with the time frame that she supposedly had it. So what if, just what if she did? That's all I'm saying. What if she did? Now, did she, didn't she? I don't know. So before anybody comes at my throat with she did, she didn't, she did, she didn't, none of us are going to ever know. None of us are ever going to know. Okay, we're just not. We're just not. But I find it super weird. I'm just going to throw this out here, allegedly for entertainment purposes, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to find this really fucking weird. And I know people are going to say, it happens. It happened to Kate. Shut up and listen to me for a second. It is hard to, okay, so chemo drugs are also used for other things outside of cancer. Yes, you can use things off label. But just hear me out. She was made to shave her head during a time where she could have possibly had it. She slipped up in the teaser and said she had chemo. She had chemo drugs. She had teeth rot, which could have been from milk rot. It could have been from chemo. What it wasn't from is Dee Dee pulling her fucking teeth for no goddamn reason. Because if that was the fucking case, all of her teeth would have fucking been yanked and not just the ones that had rotted. If it was just a punishment, she would have literally pulled all of them out. Okay, so this was never about Dee Dee pulling her teeth for no reason. Bullshit. Fuck y'all, and you're stupid if you believe that. Straight ass up. What if you put all of these things into a bowl, which I don't, okay, here we go. True crime. Allegedly and for educational purposes only, this cup says. Okay, so you take apart the cup, which is really stunk. Okay, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. And you pour in fucked up blood results, a shaved head, a Freudian slip of I had chemo, teeth rot, and you shake it up, what are you going to get? Because I'm sorry, but it's a possibility. Okay, it's a possibility. I'm not saying that it did happen. I'm saying it could have happened. It could have. And if it happened, then again, why did you do it? Because if you didn't do it because of abuse and you did it because of control, then you did it for a reason that you cannot make excuses for. You can speak how you feel, but you know what else you can do? You can get bent. That's what else you can do. So let's just do this. And you can go over to Bree's Live and kiss her ass, okay? There we go. All right, there we go. Continuing on. So, anyway. So, she has said numerous times when asked on the deposition stand, why did you do it? She said, I didn't want to be controlled. She has said in numerous interviews that she did not know that she wasn't sick. She did not know that her mother was going to this route. So if she didn't know she was being abused, she didn't know she wasn't sick, then you did it for a selfish reason. What is that selfish reason? You wanted to be with a dude. And your mama said no, and you were being controlled. That's all it is. She's a fucking psychopath. Done. There was no procedures that didn't need to be done. They did need to be done. Because if you look at the microdeletion, they show the symptoms that she has. And by the way, did anybody think of this? Did anybody think of this? Did anybody think of this? By the way, just so you know, this could be passed down. This could be passed down. She could give this to her child. It is a gene mutation. So this child could have the same gene mutation. And when you look at the gene mutation, there is subtle things like her eyes or her very high voice. But because she has those portions, doesn't mean that there couldn't be other portions that we don't even fucking know about. Just try to remember these things. Just try to remember these things. Because if she didn't do it for abuse and she didn't do it for whatever, and the only thing she did it for was control, she has talked about every single person in her life controlling her. Her mom, Nick, Ryan, probably the fucking dog, the judicial system. Everybody controls her. And what does she do with control? She ices it. And all I know, and I'm going to say it, I'm going to say what everybody in the room is thinking. I'm going to say it. What are you going to do when that kid controls you? What are you going to do when that kid wants to play? What are you going to do when that kid needs a bath? What are you going to do when that kid is hungry and you're too busy getting your nails done and it's not you time and you don't want to donate your time to that child? What are you going to do? Because I can tell you what my kid did. I can tell you that when my grandson was sitting on my daughter's lap and she was on TikTok, there's a video of this, by the way. When she was on TikTok and she didn't want to donate her time to her kid, you know what she did? Bam! Right in the fucking face, 10 months old. So what if somebody has already done to their parent who was controlling them? What are you going to do to your child? Because your child is going to control you a hell of a lot more than your fucking whatever else is you're trying to say. What is she going to do to a child is what I want to know. Because I'll say it. I'll say it because I've seen it. I've seen the parallels between her and what I went through. And I've seen the parallels. And one died and I didn't. Okay, I've seen the parallels. And I've seen what happens when people like this have kids. I've seen what happens to the children of people like this when they have the kids. And thank God my grandson is with someone else now. Because God knows what the fuck. She's already told me what she would do to him. So it worries the shit out of me when somebody is going on and on about the fact they don't want to donate their time to their child, and they don't want to give up their surgeries, and they don't want to be controlled, and then puts out a picture of a pregnancy test. This is going to be a lot more than just views. This is not a puppy that you can give away. This is not a puppy you can give away. This is something that's going to require time and effort for the next 18 fucking years. And I don't think she realizes that. So I'll say what the rest of the room won't say. I know y'all are thinking it. Well, yeah, she's going to know. I'm just going to throw this out here. I'm going to call it. By the way, I did say that she was going to pull some shiesty shit 4th of July weekend. She beat me to it and posted that picture of the pregnancy test like 2 days ago. I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to say this ahead of time. She has this child. So help me God, if I hear the word SIDS, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to fucking say. She has this child. An X amount of time down the fucking road, we hear SIDS. We all better be fucking clamoring for a goddamn autopsy, because we know it's been done and we know it could happen again. Fuck it. This isn't a person. This is a person who has done it. Who has done it. And we have to really realize this. We have to realize this. This is something that has been done by a person who was controlling her. Shit. She told Nick numerous times in those text messages, if you go back and look, numerous times in those text messages, don't wear gloves. Don't wear gloves. You don't need gloves. Don't wear gloves. And he said to her, I'm wearing gloves, bitch. So what'd she do with the gloves, y'all? He said he had to wear them. She said, don't do it. What do you do with the gloves, y'all? Took them gloves, took that weapon, and mailed it to his motherfucking house. Mailed it to his motherfucking house. All the DNA wrapped up with a pretty little bow and a stamp on it. Get the next bitch out of the way. Why do you think that? Why do you think there was never a fucking bus ticket? Why do you think that they had to postpone the bus ticket? She never got a bus ticket with this bitch because she was going to set him up to fall. She says in Nick's deposition that she posted on that Facebook. And she says, he said, who did you post as? She doesn't say as the killer. She says as Nick. She says as Nick. I posted on Facebook as Nick. She set that bitch up from go. She set him up from go. She did. She posted a fucking picture on her goddamn account and then deleted it. She set him up. She never planned on going anywhere. And when she found out she had to, when she found out, fuck me, my plan didn't work, she stuffed that stuff into an envelope, mailed it, and went, okay, cool, I'll go with you. And went, mail should be here in about 3 days. I got 3 days. And then she said that he was controlling her during those 3 days. That Nick was controlling her as well. So Nick controlled her, and Ryan controlled her, and mommy controlled her, and the doggy controlled her, and the state of Missouri controls her, and everybody controls her. How did she think she was going to get away with it? Because she had it all set up. She had it all set up. She always did. She told him not to wear gloves. Okay. I've dissected and dissected and dissected, and apparently you guys haven't. So let me just point this out to you. So she goes into the interrogation room, and at first she plays stupid. She doesn't know that her mom's gone. Okay. And he says, and he comes up to her and he says, now I know that he probably did something and he probably hurts you. And he probably did he do things to you? And she says, you don't know how he is. You don't know how he gets. Come the fuck on. It's in the interrogation video. Go watch it. Pulls her little sleeve up, shows the little bruisey woozy, and says, you don't know how he gets. Threw that bitch under the bus, drove over him, backed it up, put it in reverse Terry, but boom, over him again. The text messages, she was talking about shaving her itty bitty bitties before he got there. So explain to me why she was shaving her bitties while he was there, because the text messages, if you go back and look, says she was shaving that shit while he was on the bus. Now, unless she's a motherfucking Sasquatch, why is she having to shave that shit twice in a day? And the one that I want to, Ken wasn't there. The other thing I want to tell you guys is this. Explain this to me, for the love of God. Please explain this to me. Have you guys ever seen the crime scene photo of Gypsy's bed? Here Ryan goes with the beds again. Okay. Have you seen the picture of Gypsy's bed? Right? I have a question. They had sex on that bed, right? Go look at the crime scene photo. Go look at the crime scene photo. They had sex on that bed? Really? Because it's a twin size bed. And there is a third of it with stuffed animals this tall. There's junk along the back of it. There's shit down here. There's a spot this big for those motherfuckers to get their bump in their uglies. Okay? No. They didn't have sex in that bed. They had sex somewhere else. Fuck you. I said it. They didn't have sex in that fucking bed. Nah. So there's so much shit that people don't bother to think. No, they didn't throw the stuffies on the ground. They're still on the bed in the crime scene photo. When the cops get there and they take pictures of that bed. So you're telling me you just got done icing your mama and you're scared, right? That's what you kept saying. Oh, he made me. Whatever. So you're so excited that you go to your adolescent room, you throw all the toys on the ground so you can get your bump and grind on, right? So the first thing in your head after that, the first thing you think of after, well, shit, I got to clean up my mama because she's all over the place. I got to clean up all the blood. I got to clean up all the ooze. I got to clean up everything. Let me go pick up all the toys. I forgot about all the toys that we threw off while we fucked. No, you're not going to think to go pick those toys back up and put them back on the bed. So why are they on the bed? They never left the bed. They never had sex on that bed. They had sex somewhere else. You figure out where. Because I'm going to tell you, there is shit in this story that doesn't make sense. Okay? If you are like me and you like true crime, and that's why you're here, then I want you to go back and I want you to look at the crime scene photo, because the one thing in this whole thing that makes no sense, and the reason why my brain went on the choo-choo ka-choo the other direction, is if you look at Dee Dee's body, the lividity doesn't fit. The lividity does not fit for what happened in that crime. And on top of the lividity doesn't make sense is the motherfucker has a broke ass nose. So you're telling me that Nick comes, they have a struggle, whatever. She ends up on the bed. He basically almost her head. Okay. But her nose is broken. Her nose is broken. Like she has been, just absolutely maced in the face with something. Okay. The lividity in the crime scene photo does not fit the crime. No matter what way you slice it, it doesn't fit. because there is lividity on the lower leg. And I don't remember which one is left and which one is right. There's lividity on one leg over here, and there's lividity on a different arm over here. Okay. So there's lividity on this side, and there's lividity on this side. So you explain to me how the fuck you can have lividity on a lower half one side and an upper half right side.
Talk about sex and murder, and I don't want a Big Mac.
Absolutely. Makes me hungry too. Explain to me the lividity. Here's another problem with the crime scene photos. Here's another problem. So my friend says to me, well, I never seen this. Well, I did. So you do what you do, and there is fluids that happen, right? So you explain to me why when they move her, there is a whole section over here, like somebody had been like pushed onto it, okay? She's laying this way. The stain is this way. And when you take them both off, you remove the sheet. You know what's on the mattress, guys? Practically nothing. Practically nothing. This woman has been gutted like a fucking fish, and there's almost nothing on that bed. Well, it got on the blankets. Fuck you. Idaho 4 had so much Uzis that it oozed out the floor, out the door, onto the ground. And you are telling me that all of her Uzi goodness landed in a blanket? Fuck you. You're that stupid? No. That bed, go back and look at the crime scene. If you think I'm telling tales, go back and look at the crime scene. There's no blood where it needs to be. And where it is over here. What the fuck happened over here? Because she's here. She's like this, actually. And whatever, something happened over here. What the fuck happened over here? I don't know. But there is juicies where there shouldn't be juicies, and there's not juicies where there shouldn't be juicies, which means something fucking happened. There is something that was not right in that room. Period. So you guys should. It's so irritating to me because look, okay. So when she got out, you guys know this. If you guys have been a long time follower of mine, I used to say all the time, Gypsy Rose never deserved to be in prison. She never deserved to set foot in prison. It was self-defense, yada, 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 yada. Got fed the same fucking narrative that y'all got fed. Then I fell in with Fancy, and we all know that she's cuckoo cuckoo, okay? But she's cuckoo cuckoo for a fucking reason. Because the Blanchards make you feel like you are fucking insane. And I can tell you that with every breath of my being, because I can tell you that I feel insane. And I sound insane right now, and that's fine. But there are things that batshit woman says that are correct. And she got my brain going. I did my own fucking work. And this is the shit that I am telling you now. Okay? So there are things that you are not taking into consideration. And you need to. But I am worried because if the picture she posted and the news that I didn't get told got told, I would explain that, but I'm not going to, is correct. And in 13 months' time, we hear the word SIDS being thrown around. Remember this day. That's all I'm asking. What do I think about Ken having an apartment with a big dog? Where does it go potty? Outside. You can have a big dog in an apartment.
You just have to take it out.
You just have to take it outside. Big dogs can hold their business for a while. Nikki and Kira can hold it for hours and hours and hours and hours. As
long as I've ever seen our dogs hold it.
They can hold it a long time. So no, where he lives, whatever, doesn't matter, because if whatever he's doing with his dog, he's doing with his dog. You have a serious question? Hit me with it. Do I think Ken is really gay? Well, as an LGBT person, I did have a bell go off. It wasn't a full-blown, like, Mardi Gras parade, but, like, do I feel like he's 100% straight? No. But do I feel like he's, like, completely on the other team? No. I feel like maybe there was experimentation. I don't know. But, yes, It went off a little bit for me, not crazy. Maybe he's super effeminate. I don't know. But yes, there was a little ding ding that went out, but it wasn't like cuckoo. You know what I mean? So there you go. How did the neighbor not see her? He acted like he didn't see her. None of that makes sense. The whole he went through the window. Okay, let's talk about that. So the neighbor goes through the window, right? The neighbor goes through the window. Okay. Have y'all looked at the crime scene photo for the neighbor who went through the kitchen window or whatever fucking window he went through? It was the kitchen window, right? The neighbor went through the window, right? You explain to me why in those crime scene photos, there's shit all over in front of that window that would have been knocked over. Let me guess. So just like, you're picking up your mom's blood and her, big, got to get mom's blood up, got to put everything back together. Mr. Whatever man climbs through the window and he's like, I'm looking for a body. And he's like, wait, I knocked over the dawn. No. Why was the shit put back in front of the window? Why don't I and Fancy take accountability for what I did to Kate? I have a message from Kate. And Kate said I absolutely was not the reason she left social media. Anyway, I'm on Ryan Lee TM on YouTube.
Not for long.
Yeah, we gotta get ready to leave here in like 5 minutes. So fuck it. But anyway, so if he went through that window, the shit was not knocked over. How the fuck did he go through the window? And the last thing I'm gonna leave you is this. Why did she turn the thermostat down to 40 degrees? Because it's Missouri in the middle of summer. She takes off. She's leaving. She sets the thermostat to 40 fucking degrees. Why? Decomp. Slow that shit down. Can't put a date on it. Yada, yada, yada. Thank you. I appreciate you. I slept with my hair like this and it just somehow ended up looking pretty good. So thank you all for hanging out. Follow me, Ryan Lee TM on YouTube. All of my lives are on Ryan Lee YouTube. I'm actually going to be live here again in about an hour. On mobile. So yay, trolls. Follow me over on Ryan Lee TM YouTube. Appreciate y'all. And to the person who came in again, fuck you. Bye. People get on my nerves. They get on my fucking nerves. But I will be back on in about an hour-ish or so. We gotta go. We're gonna go grab some food and that was a hell yeah, I'm a bunny moment, right? I love that. I don't know why somebody came in and said that because, like, I have a text message from Kate saying I had fuck all to do with why she left. Because I messaged her, I'm like, Fancy blamed me because she's like, no. I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, say that all you fucking want. I got the fucking text message from the horse's fucking mouth saying that I wasn't. So fuck you. I will see you guys soon. Thanks for being here. I'm sorry that the first part of the live was boring, but I guess it got good towards the middle and the end. So bye. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, I gotta go get